Hello and welcome to Bored Stupid. My name's Wayne.
And I'm Matt.
And it's almost upon us, the big C word. Not that C word, don't be naughty. But the Christmas period is nearly upon us. And so, what better thing to do than to talk about gifts that you can buy for a significant other or a friend or a family member or yourself.
Let's say it.
If you like board games or war games or otherwise. And specifically in this list, we're going to give you 10 ideas that aren't games to buy for a gaming person in your life. So, without further ado, let's dive in.
Yeah, but before we start,
let's not dive in. Let's stop.
Before we start, I want to say that we're not sponsored by any of the product that we're gonna show you. We're not getting a dime from them, and so it is literally our recommendation. Same things is for where you can buy these things. They're gonna be like different places, but we're just gonna name a few places where we normally buy games. Again, it's not a sponsored video. It's nothing like that. It's just our customer opinion in this.
We're just two dudes that buy stuff. This is the stuff that we've bought. And however, if you do want to sponsor us, please let us know in the inquiries email. You'll find in the description.
Absolutely.
Without further ado then,
let's go with the number 10.
To the number 10.
All right, for our number 10, we got something that is very simple, but it misses in every game.
It's so useful.
Literally, token holders.
Little token holders, my God.
These little mats, or whatever you want to call them, you just fold them in this way and they come perfect token holders. They're silicone, so they don't get dirty, they don't break. You just unfold them when you're done, chucking into the. Some of them will fit into a box, and for I think something around £10, you can get like 5 or 6 of that in a box. I use them every time for every single game. So
my goodness, they are so useful.
Yeah.
I don't have enough of these. I just use like goo jars from various desserts that I bought in the past. This is much better for a number of reasons. A, not glass won't break. It keeps your table so much tidier, and I think for 10-15 quid your gaming experience will be improved, and I think any gamer would appreciate this in their stocking. Our number 9 is going to be useful for any time dice are involved, and that's going to be a dice tray, and they come in a number of different shapes, sizes and materials. We've got these foldable collapsible ones which you can get, which are typically going to be plastic of some sort, or maybe covered in leather with a felt, that sort of thing. And these would be pretty cheap. You can pick these up on almost any gaming space, gaming website that you might imagine. Or if you want to get fancier and more expensive, you can pick up a wooden one. And these, I think, are going to be always my preference. If you've got someone that's a little bit extra special, get a wooden dice tray. Mostly because the sound.
It's amazing.
Oh, the sound is so good. It's worth it for the noise alone. So, dice trays, super simple. Again, keeps your gaming space tidy, right?
Yeah, you don't have to chunk dice everywhere. Again, if you play any dice gaming or Warhammer or any others, like literally I was using it last night for Zombicide, or the other day we were using it for TI. They're always useful, and you can get it again, different shape, different size, different colors, whatever you want,
different
for
material,
very cheap,
whatever,
and they will definitely elevate your table.
That's our number 9.
And let's keep talking about dice. And what better than dice?
Dice! Handfuls of dice!
Yes. If you playing every board game, most of the board games need dice. If you want something that is nice, a little bit more custom, there are plenty of websites, plenty of places where there are only selling dice.
My goodness, there are, yeah.
Again, it could be like if you are a Warhammer player, of course you probably already know, but you can get like custom dice with your colors. For example, when you're using this for your orcs, and the golden one, of course, with the golden boys.
For the custodies, absolutely.
And otherwise, if you know someone that plays D&D quite a lot, you can buy very nice box set with those nice D20, D8, and they can get very expensive, some of them. We saw something recently, a Spiel, where a dice set sold for like £500 or something like that.
Some Gucci stuff going on there.
Hey, everybody does what they want with their money. But yeah, no, absolutely. There's never enough dice, so just go for it. And we'll leave some links of where we normally buy these
Absolutely,
dice sets.
You can get dice in any colour, combination, shape, size, probably material, and if you're into it, probably flavour, I don't know. But have a look, check it out. That's our number 8 dice sets. Number 7 on our list, you might not necessarily think about initially as being particularly useful, but good grief, it is useful, and it's right here. My table, I'm very lucky, has a card rail built in, and you can actually get online a number of different solutions for this. You've got self-standing card rails that you'll have in front of your table. You've got card holders in boxes. If you've got lots of small decks of cards for various games, and that makes it so much easier to pick out of and use, as opposed to having to like rifle through decks or have them flat on the table surface. It's a nice, easy quality of life improvement. So as opposed to constantly having something in your hand where you can't then eat or drink, snack, whatever, gesticulate wildly like an Italian, you can instead put them in your table and have your hands free to do with as you please.
All right, for our number 6, we got gaming mat.
Nice neoprene mat.
Yes, those are fantastic. I think it's quite of a recent thing, probably in the last 5-6 years, I started seeing a lot of them. What they are, if you never saw one of them, they're basically giant mouse pads.
Yeah, that's it, like a huge mouse pad.
You can get with whatever print you want, and usually, I remember back in the days, we'll be very focused on like, oh, you got a mat for Warhammer, or you got a mat for X-Wings. This is how I started buying them. But nowadays you can get of any size you want, so you can get the size of your table, buy the mat that you can just roll in, on and off from the table, and it definitely helps picking up the pieces.
Oh my gosh,
and,
it's so good.
Picking up the little token, and again, being like neoprene or whatever material is called, they're not gonna get dirty.
It's durable, it's spill-proof.
Yeah, so it's perfect for every table. You just put it down and play your games on your nice table.
It's so good. And if you're like me and you've got really short nails and you do this, trying to grab cards all over the place, so much better because you just squish down, pick that thing up. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I guess we both bought stuff from Game Mats AU in the past, and we always be happy with that. There are many others things where you can buy that. I bought a few from Deep Cup Studio as well. Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, we're gonna leave a few links down below, so you can have a look.
Most sizes, most shapes, most colours. Our number 5 for a significant person in your life is a game component upgrade for one of their favourite games. And what do we mean by that? Well, there are a number of things. You can, for example, get some fancy coins, some metal coins. I think we've got some examples here.
So this is the coins that you got in the Oddsworn, the latest, one of the biggest games.
Huge box, yes.
This is the standard coins.
It's like a cardboard token.
And they're just normal cardboard coin. What you can get as an upgrade is this.
Look at that. Listen to that. That sounds so nice.
It's a very nice pouch with actual metal coins.
Makes such a lovely difference. It's such a lovely quality of life upgrade. I love it.
And again, this is nothing to do with the game. The game plays perfectly with or without. It's just one of those tactile.
Nice to have.
Yeah, exactly. But this is just an example. You can get upgraded components with for a lot of stuff. Like
a lot of big games.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, there are game component upgrades that will make the quality of the game better, and an example of that is a game called Quacks of Quedlinburg, quite a big game from a few years ago, has lots of like token pulling out of a bag. You can actually get replacement components, I think a BGG Extras or something like that. We'll put the link below. And they are little plastic or acrylic tiles, and they're so much nicer to pull out. They're just, they don't get stuck together like cardboard does after time and time again. So something like that as a little component upgrade, huge improvement to the game experience as well as the actual look and feel of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Or something like Wingspan, you can get an expansion that is basically the base card redrawn by the fans.
Yeah.
Again, that doesn't add anything to the game, so it's something to add on and making it even nicer.
It's a nicer experience.
Yes.
Our number 4, and again, if you've got someone a custom component upgrade, a game upgrade for their game, you may as well get them a nice insert for it, because quite a lot of games are frankly appallingly designed from in terms of the insert. They just give you a bunch of stuff and like, well, okay, hope for the best and hope your stuff doesn't get damaged. And if you want to organize it, good freaking luck, friend. But there are some fantastic companies out there, like the Broken Token, for example, that will do specific inserts for a whole range of different games, and there'll be different sections for different components, different tokens, sections for cards, sections for different minis. They can make the setup and teardown of a game 10 times faster.
And that adds a lot, because a lot of time, for the bigger game, you go like, oh, I don't really have an hour to set it up.
Yeah.
I just want to play the game. And the insert definitely reduced that time from an hour to 20 minutes, half an hour. It literally takes half of the time. And just to specify, these custom insert are custom for specific games.
Yes.
So you will buy, for example, your Twilight Imperium custom insert that goes inside the Twilight Imperium box, but just makes all the components in the right space and put it in the
gives
in the
it a
right
whole
way.
bunch of organization.
Same things for something like Gloomhaven or Frosthaven or even Jaw of the Lion. There are so many other games that definitely they will be very useful to have these the custom insert.
I'm looking at you, Fantasy Flight. I'm looking at you.
Yeah. For our number 3, we got Frank. Oh yes.
That's okay, buddy. There we go.
For number 3, we got paintbrush sets. And what I got here in my hand is a fabulous box from Artist Opus. And apart from there being probably the best brush makers in the UK, if not in the world, look how fabulous this box is.
It's really nice.
It's super nice. It makes it like a great gift for your friends or family that like to paint all those plastic miniature like us. And again, this is just fantastic. It just looks great. You can find this one on the Artist Opus website or on other websites like Element Games, sorry. It's more on the expensive side. It's a premium product. So you got a nice box with all the nice inserts and the
natural brushes, etc.
And the balm to clean your brushes. But definitely worth it. I think this is around like the £70 mark, if I remember right. I could be wrong, but again, I was lucky that I managed to speak with the guys at Artist Opus during Spiel. Absolutely great guys. Again, this is not a factory product. This is a premium and absolutely great. If you got someone that is an hobbyist, this is the perfect gift.
Yeah, absolutely. If you've got someone that likes a bit of painting and they're struggling with like really crappy synthetic brushes that break all the time, here is a great option for them. And our number 2, and following on from your hobbyist other half or friend that you want to buy some paints for, or paintbrushes, we've got some terrain, especially if you have a wargamer that you are friends with and you want to buy them a present. Here is just some examples of some terrain that you can get. These are from a company called TT Combat, and they do this fantastic, really atmospheric MDF terrain that isn't too expensive. You can get kits from anything from around 20-ish pounds to sort of 50-ish pounds. And have a bunch of different styles. They have sort of industrial stuff, this gothic looking stuff. They've got
more like the fantasy range as well. Yeah, you can get, again, something like that is MDF, or you can get the plastic ones that are a little bit more expensive. Probably the one from Game Workshop as well. That
you can get that stuff too,
very nice pieces, more expensive, but that looks absolutely incredible. And but it's for if you play Warhammer, if you play any of the other skirmish games, or if you play D&D and you want something more to add to your map while you're playing, 3D terrain, they're absolutely fantastic.
WTC does a good range as well, right? I think, which you can get, which I think you got the whole WTC terrain. That's a whole set, so you can get either individual PCs, you can get whole sets, and it makes a humongous difference if you've got a keen wargamer in your family and they are playing with egg boxes and empty cans. Why not give them a break and give them a much better wargaming experience with some terrain? And for our number 1, well, it's none of our business how much money you earn. It might be a lot, might not be a lot, but
if you got a little bit of disposable income, well, what better than
a gaming table? Right, we got to pick a big number 1, and this is our big number 1.
It is. It's pricey.
It is.
But it's life-changing.
It's a life-changer. It's a game changer, it really is. I've got this absolutely stunning table from Geek & Son, which you can see. Also, it came with these dice trays, and it came with all of the things that we talked about, card rails and little component trays here as well, which is fantastic. It adds so much quality of life to your gaming experience. It even comes with, we talked about the neoprene mats, the surface for you to pick your cards up on and play on. And there's something about playing into the table, you know, which makes things, just feels different, feels nicer than playing on top of the tabletop surface. It's, again, an expensive investment, but if you've got the money to spare and the space,
you need space. Again, you don't want to buy you want to buy a proper table. So this is gonna be most likely for us living in the UK, the main table of your house.
This will be your family table, this will be your dinner table.
Yes, but again, they are fantastic. Like this one, the Geek Son one, it's absolutely fantastic quality. Of course, you can put the
like leaves on top of it.
So it becomes like a normal table, like the normal
people, not us freaking nerds.
But it's another level. It's another level.
If you're in that position and you're lucky enough to do that, and lucky enough to love someone enough that you'd invest in this for them or contribute to it, then this is a great option. And not only does Geek & Son do great tables, but there are other companies like Rathscallers, phenomenal tables as well. So as another option if you want to check that out. And they will normally have options to customize it in some way. You can have things like lights and LEDs, or like wireless chargers or speakers built in.
You can go really mad. We saw Viewer Spiel recently, the one that instead of having the soft surfaces would have an LED screen.
Like a whole screen built in. It's
like you can go really mad. But again, the starting price is quite high.
Looking at least £1,500.
Yes. For a basic.
And that's at the lower level. I'd recommend getting in on Geek & Son occasionally to do Kickstarters. I don't know if Rathscallers do, but that's a way to save some money on one of these. Absolute bad boys. Sorry, go ahead, Matt.
No, but absolutely, this is probably the top gift that you can make
gift you
to
could ever give
yourself
somebody.
or to your family or
Quite
to
right.
or to your other half or to whoever it is so
Yes,
lucky
mate.
to get this gift.
I love myself. This was a gift to myself, and I'm very, very happy with it. It's changed my gaming experience. If you want something on the cheaper side, you've got fold-out tables, especially if you've got a wargamer in your life, and that's absolutely a phenomenal option.
Yes,
as well. If you can't get one of these, then something like a folding gaming table is an incredible game changer. If you know someone that doesn't quite have the space for something like this, or needs to pack it away, then check out an option. I think you have one of those as well. Matt,
Yeah,
like
I do.
as well.
My 40k table is a foldable table.
Yeah, and it's big as well.
But it's quite huge, and luckily I got the space to put it up when we play 40ks. I can't have it out all the time, but hey.
Absolutely. So that's our number one option. It is a gaming table. So what do you think? What do you suggest that we buy for each other, maybe at Christmas?
Yeah. I want a table, but hey.
Not yet, Matt. Maybe a couple of years, we'll see. What do you suggest that we buy for the gamers in our lives? Let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video, please don't forget to give us a big old thumbs up. You find that button and subscribe to us for more videos like this in future. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you again real soon.
Ciao.